Hi guys. I really kind of wanted to talk directly to my team members and also anybody else out there who's is currently working as a coach. And this is sort of in the form of a pep talk. I just wanted to kind of say something that I've said in calls, I've said it in emails and messages and things like that, but I also don't know if everybody sees those. So I thought I would just take a few minutes just to talk to everybody on the team, and particularly those of you who may have found yourself, maybe might be discouraged and feeling like things aren't going as quickly as you'd like them to do. And my main message to you today, and I'm hoping I'm not cockeyed here because I see my camera is a little bit tilted, but my main message to you today is I can't stress enough the importance of disciplining yourself to stick with this, especially in the early stages. We've got a lot of new coaches in our organization. There's a lot of new coaches that are signing up throughout the organization. And the main thing that you need to really realize is that it isn't going to take off in a week or 2 weeks or maybe even a couple of months. It might take a little bit longer than that. It is not an overnight thing. If it was, if somebody told you that it was an overnight thing, you would be rightly suspicious, because anything that is a legitimate business is not going to be an overnight sensation. And sometimes I think people expect, I see this with people a lot, that they think that, okay, I'm going to sign up and maybe I'm going to get a couple of people signed under me and all of a sudden I'm going to start making a lot of money. Not really. It's going to take a little bit of time. But here's the thing. I can't think of anything that I could do right now that can bring in the potential income that this job can do. And I call it a job. I mean, it really isn't a job. It feels more like you're just making friends with people and helping people. And really, that's what you're doing. And if you transfer your thoughts to that aspect of things, that you're connecting with people, you're getting to know new people, you're making new friends, you're helping people who need help, then the rest of it is sort of just going to fall in place. It does require a certain ability to be disciplined, and it does require every day committing some time to it. And the things that are the most important, I've said it over and over again, is making new connections. Facebook, Twitter, any social media is the best way to do that. You can certainly do it in other respects as well, but use your social media tools, because they work. And what you need to do to be able to use them effectively, of course, is get the training. Follow the top coaches. Follow the people out there who are succeeding at this. There's a reason they're succeeding. Get on the webinars. If you can't do them live, do make time. Set time aside in your part of your work schedule toward this business to listen to the webinars, because that's where you get the training. That's what teaches you how to make the most of social media, how to make the most of the connections you've made. And really, I have only been doing this, I'm coming up on a year. It will be a year in March, early March, and I'm already seeing the financial benefits of this. And I have to say, I was much like maybe a lot of new coaches when I first started. It seemed like it was a couple of months. I was not really getting anywhere. I'd even have days where I'd literally say to my husband, if it doesn't start picking up pretty soon, I'm not going to do this anymore. But I'm so glad I didn't give in to that, and I just went back and I made more connections and continued to talk to people and continued to get the training and continued to believe what the leaders were telling me, that if I continued to do that, I would grow. And that's exactly what has happened. And it's almost heartbreaking to me when I see new coaches I can tell when they've sort of taken themselves out of the game, even if they are not, even if they're still coaches and they're still signed up, maybe they've gone inactive, or maybe they're still active, but they're just not actively doing anything. I can tell, because I can tell by the things they're posting on Facebook, or rather maybe not posting on Facebook. I can tell by the way they connect or don't connect with me. These are all little clues that let me know when somebody has sort of taken themselves out of the game. And it does, I mean, I know it sounds melodramatic, but it is almost heartbreaking, because I know what the potential is of this if you don't do that. And you know, many of us have children. My kids happen to be in college. I'm finding it much easier to make my daughter's college tuition payments now. They used to be a real struggle. Now my checks are starting to cover those payments. And if you've got children, that's the best way that you can enrich your life and make your life better for them as well. You'll be able to spend more time with them. You'll be able to provide for them the things you need to provide for them. I guarantee you, if you follow this game plan, if you stick with it, see it through during the early stages when you might not believe it, just hang in there and stay with it, and it will. I promise you, I guarantee it. I mean, there is no way that you can fail if you do that. And this is just a little pep talk to anybody who is a coach and maybe is in the early stages and maybe feels a little bit like, I wish this would move faster. Just stay with it. That's all I can tell you. Please just stay with it. Make sure you're active. Start talking to people. You will slowly, and it may seem slow, but once it starts to build, it will build. I did not really start seeing momentum until July of last year, and I signed at the end of February. So I just believed what they were telling me. I believed it when they said this will work, and I just kept doing it, even though there were times I wondered. But thank God I did, and I just want all of you to approach it the same way. What's the worst thing that can happen? You might make some friends, and maybe help a couple of people along the way. And to me, that's not a bad thing. You've really got nothing to lose, and so much to gain. So that's my little pep talk for today. I'm always happy to answer questions and help out. So you guys ask me questions if you have them. I'd love to help you out. Bye.